You know. You know his origins. You know what I
Okay.
mean by saying he's been around for a long time. Everybody else out there knows.
Well, I know nothing about this anti-monitor character, but I'm going to find out.
All right. If you want me to just give you a little breakdown real quick. Krypton explodes. Boom. Who did it?
Uh,
Who snatched the pearls? All
was it
right, who's throwing all the garbage into the fucking ocean? All right, who's killing Wonder Woman's boyfriends? That's all I'm gonna say.
was it
Let's
the
let's start the video.
anti-monitor? The anti-monitor? Okay.
Who's the origins of all? Who knows?
Well, dear viewers, Andrew Lapamardo here again, and today's topic
Andrew Lapamardo.
My
is an
man.
exciting one to me. Today's topic is the Anti-Monitor, cosmic entity from the sixth dimension who reshaped the DC universe. Origin explained. Here's a fun
Sixth dimension,
So
of
is a
course.
sixth-dimensional being? What even is the sixth dimension in the DC universe? What is the sixth dimension in DC universe?
I think there's like a bubble chart.
Sixth dimension is the highest plane of existence that exists beyond time and imagination, where everything falls away except truths that are never meant to see. That is extremely like
This is like
what?
where this is where Dream, like Sandman. This is like where these guys live. Now go to images. DC Universe Dimension Chart.
DC universe dimension chart.
There we go. First one. First one. Boom.
Okay, so we got House of Heroes, which is the center.
That's where Shazam and all that, the seven deadly sins, blah blah blah. It's like the universal constant. All right. The center of the universe, as we all know.
Okay. Rock of Eternity. Okay.
That's basically exactly what I said. That's like Shazam's lair.
Okay. Ori of Worlds.
You're like, this is another video on its own.
This is
What
a
have I
lot.
done?
I don't know what any of this is. We got a bunch of planets, I guess.
These are all the
Oh,
dimensions,
these are a
yeah.
bunch of Earths. Oh, okay. Now wait, are these different dimensions? Like each Earth is a different dimension?
Well,
Is that what this is? Multiverse?
well,
You know?
yes. Well, if you take the real science, it's kind of like blowing bubbles, chain reactions of consequences, and that's kind of like
So
what's happening here.
do all of these Earths share the same House of Heroes?
Yes,
So
the
okay.
universal constant.
Okay. So which one is the one that we are on, or the one that Batman's on?
Oh, Christ. 32? 30, 32?
Why is this one a cube?
Exactly.
What? This one's
You had
black
to
and
pay
white.
for it.
Question marks.
23? Is it 23?
What
32?
happened to
23?
10? Okay, another
Is it,
tab. Which Earth is Batman on?
which
Earth 2.
bullshit.
Is
No, you're Golden Age Batman. Come on.
all superheroes on?
Oh, I might want to edit this out.
Earth 1218?
No, dude. No, just be like comic book dimension. 1218. Oh my god.
I don't know. Okay, well, so we got a bunch of Earths here. One of them is the normal Earth, I guess. Maybe it's 0. Who knows? And then you have the bleed. What is the bleed? What is quiz?
Speed Force. Well, you're looking at the
Quiz.
Speed Force wall, sir.
Speed Force wall.
Oh, the
Wonderworld.
bleed. Yeah, that's the matter between universes.
Oh my god, this is so much stuff.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like theoretical physics in here. There's a bunch of other.
Then you have the pit, Speed
40
Force wall, chaos, pinnacle,
Hell, dude.
order, hell, nightmare, skyland, new Genesis, heaven, dream. Underworld,
I told you, dog. Fucking
What the?
Sandman's up there.
Sphere
Nightmare,
of
dream, hell,
the
underworld,
gods.
heaven.
Sphere of the gods.
It's just like
Limbo.
scales, duality, blah, blah, blah.
Then you have limbo. Then you have the monitor sphere.
Yep.
Okay.
Somebody's monitoring it.
Nil. Alright. Overvoid, which is perhaps a person. Source wall. The source.
It's the impenetrable wall that people who try to escape. The source wall is all super crazy, dog. It just like recently got like opened up in the comic books where they're like, we're fucking bringing back all the fucking old ancient villains. You know, apparently Apocalypse's dad is like locked up on the source wall and he's back. And everyone's like, oh my god, Apocalypse's dad is so fucking strong. It's like a Kublai Khan type of Genghis Khan character.
Okay, so we got array of worlds. 52 brain universes vibrating in the same space, all at different frequencies within the all-enclosing bulk, otherwise known as bleed space. 4 bleed siphons have been drilled from the monitor sphere to the orrery to permit harvest of the miracle ultra menstruum fluid. What? Okay.
Oh.
You have Underworld where Hades is a character in the DC universe?
Yeah.
Wow.
They gotta had to get the old Pantheon thing because Marvel kind of went to it first and they go, oh no. You know, like they did the Celestials and the guy who did the Celestials got like screwed over and basically like quit Marvel and like came over to DC and they're like, all right, we're gonna do the same fucking thing over here. You know, we're gonna give you like Lovecraftian monsters to deal with, you know? So like, and then Marvel called the dude back and like, hey bro, what the fuck? You kidding me? We'll pay you 7 times as much as we used to pay you just to stop feeding the competition. They're like, yeah, all right. So like basically all this Apocalypse stuff was like kind of half baked, you know, when it first got like introduced. They're like the new Genesis Apocalypse stuff is kind of like the origins of this like outer circle, you know, and they kind of basically had to like invent these things around it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
There's just like primordial like entities that like live out here that like have been here longer than the Earth or the universe that the Earth resides in, you know?
Man. Okay, cool. So then we have frequencies of quiz or whatever. And then that's probably not how you pronounce that, but radio universe, which is right there. Speed Force wall, otherwise known as denizens of the orrery, as the speed of light is only a limit to matter. Okay. Wonderworld orbiting creation itself. Unimaginable velocities. Wonderworld is the world quarters of the long-lost theocracy, a team of stupendous primal superheroes. Okay. This is pretty nuts. Okay, so monitor sphere is what's relevant here. So it's some sort of 5th dimension. So what? This is the 3rd dimension, right? And then we have the fourth dimension, which is outside of our plane of existence, right? So it'd be like here somewhere, I guess.
I'm imagining the dimensional concept being laid out like this. I'm pretty sure, right? Multiverse map.
I mean, I guess, because all of these would be in the third dimension, but they're multi-dimensional. Like a multiverse, right? So that's why you can physically see all of them, even though they're technically all in the third dimension. Well, yeah, because it's talking about universes. Like these are all different universes that are all in the third dimension. Okay, got it. But then you got a fourth dimension who is on top of everything that's third dimensional. Okay, got it. But then there's a fifth dimension that then sees all of the fourth dimensional planes, which are like these. Okay. Cool. Okay. I guess it makes sense. But this is a can of worms right here. This is I'm leaving this tab open.
Like you see up at the top, it says multiversity map. This is a snap from the multiversity comic book.
The map of the multiverse.
Yeah. So they kind of introduced it then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, let's read the Monitor Sphere. Dwelling place of the mighty Monitor race, once countless in number, the 52 monitors that remained after the Crisis event were each tasked with the preservation and study of a separate universe.
All right, this is great that you bring this up. I didn't even want to talk about the Crisis on Infinite Earths and all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
How they eventually consolidated all the like timelines where they're like, okay, we have Adam West, Batman with the fucking Joker that is like killing people fish, you know, or like fish money, fish currency, you know, like silly Joker jokey crimes, you know, like Joker running for mayor. And then you have like the golden age, you know, like whatever. And then they try to compartmentalize it by saying like, so multiverse, you know, and basically they like crunched it down and destroyed all the universes and they got reborn, you know, like Big Bang 2, Electric Boogaloo, and everybody came back. Like they lost like 10 years of their lives, you know, so like Batman came back and he was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna do the year one thing all over again, you know, even though he's like fully established, like has like Alfred who's like, hey buddy, basically all the superheroes kind of like have like a bit of amnesia, you know, but like everybody else is like business as usual, so there's kind of some overarching mystery of like the New 52 like reboot. So like I want to say like ends up being like Dr. Manhattan or something, you know, like Dr. Manhattan's like, or some other like omnipotent creature like saved the universe or like rebooted it, you know. They keep wanting to say like that they just recently introduced the Watchmen 2 DC, and they were like wanting to say like the creation of the DC universe is due to the ending of the Watchmen. You know, when Mr. Blue Man flew off to the night sky, he's like, I'm going to go and create life elsewhere. Yeah. You know, they want to say he like went and like concentrated and like created like a dimensional pocket with multi dimensions within it. You know, and this is that. You know, like they shoehorn the fuck out of that hell.
Wow,
they're really trying to like imply, you know, just how like Hush is probably Bruce's childhood friend, you know, where they're like it's heavily implied but not confirmed, you know.
Wow.
Or at least I haven't seen the comic book where it's confirmed yet. But yeah, they basically just like rebooted all the characters and consolidate all those like confusing storylines, and they're like, okay, starting from now in the New 52, we're going forward and we're We're giving everybody their origin story again, you know? So it's like basically for like us, you know? Like if you haven't been reading since the 90s, you're not like 45 years old, like with like a fucking swimming in $2.50 comic books, like you're not going to be able to catch up. So we're going to reboot it. And everything from this point forward is the canon, which is basically what Disney did. You know, we've seen this before. That's why Disney doing it is not like a big shocker. You know, like we're doing a hard reboot of the canon, and everything from now on is official canon. Then we'll just reconfirm things, you know, or reconfirm all the things that you like, and then we'll just fucking say that the things that you don't like were obliterated. Like,
so is the Hush comic that we're reading in the New 52?
No. If you look up, that DC logo would have had a New 52. Yeah, type in New 52 logo. It's kind of like a new. It's 2011. That's when it launched. That New 52 DC one down there.
Why is it giving me Superman?
Well, yeah, it would have like the New 52, but I think it just recently like pruned off of announcing it, you know? I think there was like 52 comics in the series alongside 24 new titles were launched alongside with 24 returning titles. And those were, blah, blah, blah. And then they kind of like started from there. So anything after 2011 is like New 52 canon.
Wow.
And if they have been like reaffirmed, then okay, I'll give you a perfect example, okay? They had a shit character, okay? They had a shit character. And then the fans are like, we want them back. We want them back. They had a Reed Richards. And they're like, we want our fucking Reed Richards back. Okay, Plastic Man, he's like a literal cringe lord. Zany, cringe lord. Nobody liked him.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't sell shit, you know? But then people were like, come on, he wasn't that bad. I'm sure somebody could write up good. And they devised a storyline where like they found an egg and they're like, in the egg is a big old ball of goo, and that ball of goo is Plastic Man, and apparently Plastic Man is going to be used for a heist or something, you know? So I'm like, hell yeah, they're bringing Plastic Man back. Plastic Man gets his own spin-off comic books again. They're basically testing the water. They're like, okay, well, you fucking asked for Plastic Man. If you don't buy our comic books, then he's going to be put as the C team again, you know? Like, and he will be annihilated in the next fucking, like, 2025 when there's another crisis.
So they're holding Plastic Man hostage.
Pretty much. They hold all the characters hostage. They're like, why would we bring back Cheetah Girl? All right? Like, is there a Cheetah Girl revival that we need to know about? Anyway, I'm sorry.
That's interesting.
I digress.
Okay. So
I'm pretty sure Anti-Monitor is a New 52 creation.
Anti-Monitor.
Origin. Oh no. It's an old enemy of the Green Lantern. Green Man.
Yeah, he's from 1985 from Green Lantern, but it says 2009 he was ranked 49 greatest comic book villain.
Well, go back up.
So maybe they pulled him out of the
main antagonist, Crisis on Earth. Okay. Oh, it's the Arrowverse. Never mind. Excuse me. Never mind.
Post-crisis impact. It seems like there's a lot of stuff with this guy. The New 52. Okay. The Anti-Monitor was introduced in the New 52. in the final page of Forever Evil storyline is revealed to the readers as the being which destroyed Ultraman's Krypton and Earth 3, as he is seen finishing off Earth 3. The Antimatter declares, "Darkseid shall be mine." Okay, interesting. All right.
Fact for you. Polarity isn't a man-made concept. It's something that is ingrained into the very fabric of our universe. While we might argue about which actions lay where on what spectrum of explanation these days, you got to admit that life's simpler when you see things in neat opposites. And maybe that's what the Big Bang thought as well. Because when it decided to give birth to the universe, it gave rise to two opposing concepts that occupy all creation, and perhaps something beyond it as well. Human beings are composed entirely of one of those things, and so is most of the current
Mostly
known
matter.
universe. But while matter is
Matter is what he's talking about?
Well, he's like
It's all
either
around-
matter or antimatter. I'm like, well, we're mostly composed of matter, or we'd be exploding all the
Right.
around
time.
us, its counterpart is so rare that scientists can only synthesize it in negligible quantities and strictly for research. While antimatter is the borderline absentee counterpart of matter in our universe, in DC, it is the source of the alternate universe from where its most dangerous threats emerged for a very long time.
Okay, so is antimatter a real thing?
Yes.
Antimatter. It's defined as matter composed of antiparticles. Theoretically, a particle and antiparticle. There is strong evidence the observed universe composed entirely of ordinary matter, as opposed to an equal mixture of matter and antimatter. The antisymmetry matter, blah blah blah.
Is it similar to dark matter? Is antimatter dark matter?
Antimatter particles can be defined by their negative, while normal matter, okay, positrons, gotcha, French, origin, observation. Okay, so it's definitely a real, okay, positrons, alright, got it, uses, medical.
Fuel. It's the one that you want.
Have
And
practical
weapons.
and medical imaging such as positron emission therapy. What?
We're in Star Trek now.
Weapons?
Yeah,
Okay.
read it.
Antimatter has been considered as a trigger mechanism for nuclear weapons. What?
Well, if matter and antimatter meet,
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about what
kaboom,
we've done.
baby.
I want to know what we've actually done in real life, not like it could probably be, used as a bomb. Thanks, Wiki.
Trust me, dog.
Not to be
You would
confused
not
with-
be able to get away from the fucking television if we fucking did an antimatter oopsie.
Yeah.
You would not. You would not be able to get away from it.
So
Alright.
dark matter is hypothetical form of matter. Okay, so dark matter is the one I was confusing antimatter with. Okay. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Dark matter is
it's
just like fucking
outside-
thick matter.
It's outside of the matter and antimatter area. Okay. So
Is
this
it?
one is still theoretical. Yeah.
Well, they don't know. This is supposed to be what takes up like 60% of our universe or something, right? Some 30-40%. It's like
Well,
unaccounted for.
Yeah, but I think this is the one that they actually have not observed yet. So
Yeah, because it's a mystery.
So the arms of the spiral galaxies rotate around a galactic center, blah blah blah. Black hole. Yeah, we already know this.
We learning now.
Yeah. Well, okay, yeah. Kepler, blah blah blah. So this is unproven. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. But the one that is interesting is antimatter, because it actually has been seen. Most matter observable antimaterial particles are created everywhere in the universe. High energy cosmic rays, blah blah blah. Milky Way, other galaxies. Positrons annihilating. Okay. Frequency of the wavelength. Okay. So there's apparently one thing that is observable that defines antimatter, and that was if it's matter. What was it? Hold on. Okay, so particles can be defined by their negative baryon number or lepton number, while normal, but positive. Okay, so they run the matter through some sort of formula. Possibly this. No, not this. And if it comes out the baryon number being a negative, then it's antimatter, which is exactly equal to regular matter. So they give the electron, proton, neutron the protons become negative and the electrons become positive. So that's why they call their electrons positrons, because they're actually positively charged. And I believe the neutrons don't change though, which that's kind of interesting.
They're neutral.
Yeah. So
what does that mean? They're just matter.
It's just matter, yeah, but we are positive. We are matter where if you run it through this formula, it comes out with a positive number, the baryon number. And so antimatter is literally the same exact thing, except it's just composed differently. It's essentially charged backwards than we are.
But contact with each other would tear the opposing one apart.
I don't know.
I've read it several times in here. Like it's up in the top. Or if you last one. Strong evidence. There you go. Wait, right? Oh, you're right. The collision between any particles and antiparticles is the one that you.
The process by which this inequality between matter and antimatter particles developed is called baryogenesis. Inequality between.
Oh, that looked like the universe map right there.
Hold on. Before I get on baryogenesis, what was this? Baryon number. In particle physics, the baryon number is strictly conserved additive quantum number of a system. It is defined as this. Okay, where in Q particle number of quarks. Okay, so that's like how much mass a particle in an atom has, number of antiquarks, which are just the same exact thing.
Well, I think quarks are part of the proton, right?
Quarks are parts of any subatomic particle, I believe. Let's see. Quark type of elementary particle is a fundamental constitutive matter. Quarks combine to form composite particles called hadrons, the most stable of which are protons and neutrons.
Hadron collider. Okay.
Particle collider. Yeah. So a quark is just a unit they use in particle physics. Okay. Baryons, which are equal to 3 quarks. Okay, so baryon is another unit, except it has to be... Does it have to be positively charged? No. Wait, perhaps. If it's negatively charged, I think it's called an antiquark. Oh, exotic. All right. Pentaquad.
Nice.
Classified. Okay, these are just units that they use, and it's okay. It's
Yeah.
jargon. Quarks carry not only electrical charge, but also charges such as color charge and weak isospin. Quantum number relating to the weak interaction parallels the idea of isospin is under strong interaction. What is isospin?
I think it's like pull a force or some sort of electrical force. Electric charge, hypercharge.
It's not electric. The weak isospin conservative law. Weak interaction. Weak force. Weak nuclear force. 4 known fundamental interactions. That's very interesting. Okay, it's a type of interaction things have. That's crazy. I've never heard of this. So, like, you have electromagnetism, strong interaction, gravitation, and weak interaction. What is strong interaction? Okay, yeah, it binds them together. So it's not exactly. So, like, an atom has a nucleus that has neutrons and protons, and they're stuck
Yeah.
together. Well, that's not gravity. That's called strong interaction. All right. And bam. Anyways.
And of all these threats, one entity managed to reshape the entirety of DC's continuity. Created by Marv Wolfman, George
Man, look at that teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baleen.
He's like George Washington teeth.
I want to say this is part of this is taking right out of the Green Lantern comic book. I think the Sinestro Corpors.
Mm-hmm. What is?
Oh, this shot. Well, I don't know. This is a very common way to look at the Anti-Monitor. They're like, this is the iconic Anti-Monitor pose. You see a lot of this, but I don't know. There's Sinestro Corpors. Sinestro is bad Green Lantern, yellow. And he runs off of fear instead of willpower. And like, he's basically handing Yellow Lantern rings out to anybody who could handle it, So handed one to this guy.
Wow.
So the more fear that this guy promotes, the stronger he gets.
So Anti-Monitor runs on fear.
Well, during that particular storyline, yeah.
Okay.
Perez, and Jerry Ordway. The DC Anti-Monitor debuted in Crisis on Infinite Earth, issue number 2, and has gone on to become one of the worst threats that this Justice League has ever faced. Let's take a look at this evil cosmic entity from the 6th dimension and how his actions have affected DC history. This is Anti-Monitor's Origins Explored. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. Who is the Anti-Monitor? Millions of years ago, on the primordial planet Maltus, there existed a civilization so advanced that it would make humanity look like prehistoric cavemen all over again. The Maltesians were at the top of the cosmic food chain, immortal beings who favored reason and rationality over all things, and sought to unravel the deepest secrets of the universe. But where the rest of the Maltesian race also practiced prudency, Corona did not. He was a brilliant scientist who was at the heart of many Maltesian inventions. He was also insatiably curious, always taking unnecessary risks, also pushing the envelope a bit too far.
Oh, is he supposed to be Kronos?
I'm pretty sure this might be an allegory for some Olympian gods and shit. That's what most of this like New Genesis apocalypse shit is. Fucking Zeus versus Yeah, pull up the multiverse map. Pull the multiverse map up. It's basically like Zeus versus Hades. Look, underworld, heaven, fucking Skyland, Mount Olympus. You know, it's like all of the fucking like the Norse mythologies. Hell with one hell. You know,
Genesis,
Valhalla. You know,
Christian. Okay, cool. Apocalypse, Genesis. So these are like opposites: dream, nightmare, hell, heaven, underworld, Skyland.
Valhalla.
Interesting.
And then one day, he crossed the line every Maltesan swore to never approach. Corona built a device that would allow him to view the birth of the universe.
Here we go.
An act
The Dr.
that is
Manhattan
considered
fucking
such a taboo in
the Dr. Manhattan Easter egg right here, where
Oh.
they're like, look at the blue hand. They're like, we can fucking change it. Some person 5 years ago was like, oh.
Wait, this right here?
Yeah, you're about to see like the origin of the universe. They're like,
Maltesian
no.
society, that he would be disintegrated into pure energy and scattered across the cosmos if he was caught. And, indeed, that is what happened to him. But before he turned into exiled space dust, Corona managed to view the birth.
That?
Yeah. They're like, look, Dr. Manhattan's reaching into the pocket universe he created, and he's giving birth to it. He's breathing life into the universe with his hand.
Wow.
The universe. More specifically,
And they're like, it's God.
Created it. But because of Crona's
The hands of God.
forbidden experiment, a temporal anomaly of seismic proportions was
crazy.
unleashed and the universe splintered into
Yeah, they're
an
fucking retconning
ever-expanding
the hell out of it.
multiverse. While DC has created several iterations of the multiverse
So the Guardians
concept,
of Primordial too, the Green Lanterns,
Yeah.
as you can see. So like, this is like, what, the universe fell apart after he looked at the creation. What's happening?
I don't know. Is that what's happening?
concept on the pages
Rewind
of
it a
their
little
comic
bit.
books. Two of them specifically, the hands that created it. But because of Crona's forbidden experiment, a temporal anomaly of seismic proportions was unleashed and the universe splintered into an ever-expanding multiverse. While
So him looking at it caused the multiverse.
DC has created
It's the chicken or the egg situation. Like, you can't don't look into the box. Like, you fucking splintered the universe.
That's what's happening here. Is it splitting? Okay.
several iterations of the multiverse concept on the pages of their comic
Multiverse.
books.
Oh my
Two
God.
of them would anchor
It's creating the
continuity
multiverse.
on their opposing poles for a very long time. After Corona's reality-splitting Peeping Tom tactics had done their job, an entity started taking form on one of the moons of the planet that would become the Maltesans' future home, Oa. This being was created from pure
Oa.
positive energy.
It's the Guardians
And
of the Universe.
Oh.
Which are the Green Lanterns. Like, dudes.
be known as the Monitor of the DC.
So the monitor was created by Kronos looking at the creation of the universe, which caused a anomaly that created the multiverse. Okay.
Well, I don't know. I think he is the monitor. You rewind a little bit.
Kronos is the
for a
monitor?
very long time. After Corona's reality-splitting Peeping Tom tactics had done their job, an entity started taking form on one of the moons of the planet that would become the Maltesans' future home, Oa.
So no, it's not him.
This being was created
It's just the
from
dude.
pure positive energy and came to be known as
No, this is the Monitor.
of the DC
Yeah, the monitor is just kind of created.
universe. The Monitor was an omniscient being in charge of overlooking the positive matter universe. Upon his birth, he became aware
This is very Manhattan-y.
Oh my God.
of the existence of the greatest threat that the multiverse would ever come to face, his twin brother. Forming
Oh. Oh boy. The anti-monitor.
on a moon of the planet Cord, In the antimatter universe, the Anti-Monitor was the exact opposite of his counterpart. He is a swirling mass of antimatter energy with a hunger for conquest and power that would...
Okay, so Kronos creates the multiverse on accident. Monitor's created, Anti-Monitor's created. Anti-Monitor's a bad guy.
Well, I think he's just assumed to be a bad guy because he exists in the anti-universe. Well,
Right.
I guess never mind. He sure turns out to act like a bad guy. Kind of look at me. I'm always like jumping to defend. There's both sides. There's good people on both sides, Garrett. All right. All right.
make Galactus
He's just defending
look like
his
a
rights.
cat. The Anti-Monitor conquered Core
through a crowd. Right. If he has to uphold his civil liberties through a crowd of people, he will. Right?
after his birth and had the entire antimatter universe under his control shortly after. He created a personal legion of lightning-flinging thunderers and began venturing into the
Zeusian.
positive matter.
What? Okay, so Anti-Monitor created a bunch of Zeus people.
Thunder Warriors.
He created
What the
a personal
fuck?
I
legion
mean, that looks like Thor.
Oh yeah, absolutely, positively. They're like, we're getting all the Thors.
yeah, is
We're
this-
selling 1,000 Thor copies. Like I don't know,
yeah,
1,000 times as many. Like
this
is great.
is- Yeah,
legion
it's
of
like straight up Thor.
lightning-flinging thunderers and began venturing.
Superman and Superman 2.
yeah, it's like
Into
old prime Superman. See, multiverse shit. What's going on here?
Oh.
Positive matter universes, devouring or conquering them as he came across them. The Anti-Monitor then became aware of his positive matter counterpart and engaged him in a cosmic battle for the multiverse.
Oh boy.
That raged on for 1,000,000 years. In the end, the battle was a stalemate, and both entities were rendered inert for 9
Billion
billion
years.
after they blasted each other with a blast powerful enough to break reality. In Final Crisis, Superman Beyond #2, it is revealed
Look at that. What the? He's like a robot or something.
He is. I think that's Hank Henshaw or something.
What?
There's a astronaut that got turned into some fucking robot Superman. I'm sure it's like a Lex Luthor thing.
powerful enough to break reality. In Final Crisis, Superman Beyond #2, it is revealed that he had been created by a primordial multiversal entity known as the Overmonitor, occupying the void between
Over Monitor.
Yeah.
Oh, over Void. Where's the
Well, keep
Over
looking. Keep looking around. It might be between Limbo and Nil. He might be on Nil.
Limbo and Nil.
Over Void Monitor.
Oh.
DC's various universes, he took a particular interest in the multiverse that would go on to become the home of the Justice League. He created a smaller probe monitor to oversee its development.
Probe Monitor.
However,
Here we go.
disaster struck his efforts.
This is how
almost-
DC fucking makes their money, right here.
There's so
They're like-
many
They're
monitors.
like, add a fucking acronym. All right, we're making a new character. Flavor of the fucking week. So they can put something on the cover with an exclamation mark. I swear to God, I would like open a comic book back in the day at a comic book shop, flip 3 pages in, like just look at the pictures and be like, not a library. I'm like, you know, I can fucking go online and order these fuckers, you know, like Amazon is a thing, you know. I'm like, you think I'm not gonna fucking thumb through the fucker? You think I'm reading? Like clearly thumbing through, looking at. He's not a lot. Yeah, famous library of picture books. You fucking asshole. All right, yeah.
Unprepared to deal with the complexity of life and the passing of time, the probe monitor was split into 2 symmetrically opposing beings. Upon coming into contact with the multiverse itself, these beings would go on to become the Monitor and the Anti-Monitor. If by any chance you're thinking that
Wait. What?
his history is-
Anti-monitor.
The probe monitor created the anti-monitor?
Probe Monitor was split into two symmetrically opposing beings. Upon coming into contact with the multiverse itself, these beings would go on to become the Monitor and the Anti-Monitor. If by any chance
Well,
The
now
creation.
I'm confused because I thought they were created from the moons.
Well, they were when the probe monitor split into the monitor and the anti-monitor. So
Chance,
go to the map. Overvoid monitor guy area. When he sent his probe in, he was like, "Oh shit! Look at all this matter and antimatter," and he split into positive probe and anti-probe. So the probe came first.
Okay, and then okay.
So the
We're
probe
thinking
is
that
the
his-
anti-monitor and the monitor.
Okay.
So the probe is
history
fighting
is
itself for a million
unnecessarily
years.
complicated.
It seems like a bad
Unnecessarily
use of
complicated. He's literally
resources.
he's saying it right there. He's-
These beings
Good-
would go
rewind
on
it,
to
go
become
ahead.
the Monitor and the Anti-Monitor. If by any chance you're thinking that his history is unnecessarily complicated now, well, just wait a few minutes.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
yeah. Like, it's like the chicken or the egg. I am the both.
Post Flashpoint and
Which
Rebirth
came first, the
origins
chicken or
of
the egg?
Anti-Monitor.
Yes.
As DC and
I'll have all of the eggs.
post Flashpoint and Rebirth origins of the Anti-Monitor. As DC enters the Omniverse for the Infinite Frontier Initiative, the Anti-Monitor's origins have been skewed to even more cosmic proportions, adding a layer of deep tragedy to his primordial malevolence. It was revealed that our multiverse was created by Perpetua, a creation entity that
Perpetua.
Where's she at? I'm sorry, Garrett. I think the multiversity is older than Perpetua. Okay.
Okay.
I think this man. Look, this video is less than a few months old. So
that originated in the sixth dimension.
I
Perpetua
don't know. Google it. Perpetua date.
Well,
Perpetua Google.
all right.
If it's within Origin. January. Okay, hold on. Premiere. Morbius? Son of Morbius? Morbius son?
Morbius. Whoa.
Morbius! It's Morbin time, baby. It's time to Morb. Sony, please bring it back to theaters. I was really busy. I want to watch it in theaters, please.
Early.
Click on Morbius. We gotta look at it. Is it really Morbius? It's gotta be a different. There you go. I was like, Morbius. The Anti-Monster's name is Morbius. Oh my god! Yes, yes.
Oh wait,
Real
this is
name
Mobius.
Morbius. Oh, damn it!
Not Morbius.
Edit this out. Edit this out. I'll edit all this out. Edit.
Main alias anti-monitor. What?
The Mobius chair. Oh my god.
Mobius.
The Mobius chair, man.
Over
Where's his chair?
is his brother?
What the fuck?
Oh.
I thought the over monitor.
What? What is happening here?
Perpetua.
Source creator. The source is the creator.
Well, the one above all, my dude. Remember on one of our first episodes, the power skill,
Yeah. Okay.
the one above all.
This is okay. Okay.
Okay, I didn't get the date of Perpetua.
Oh.
When was Perpetua's fucking launch dizzle?
Dizzle.
It should be up in the origin area. On the side,
Where?
down, but under the picture. You know, never mind.
Oh, first appearance, 2018.
Interesting. I think the multiversity thing is older, so that map is a little bit older than that. The map is a concept.
Cool.
Monitor's origins have been skewed to even more cosmic proportions, adding a layer of deep tragedy to his primordial malevolence. It was revealed that our multiverse was created by Perpetua, a creation entity that originated in the 6th dimension. Perpetua was commissioned to create and oversee the formative years of DC's multiverse by the judges of the Source. She went on to give birth to 3 sons, each of whom would hold dominion over one aspect of the multiverse. Mar-Novo was tasked with observing all life in the positive aspects of the universe, and became its monitor. Alpheus was tasked with dwelling in the darkness and creating new planets and universes to fill up Mar-Novo's dominion. He'd come to be known as the World Forger. Her 3rd son was tasked with an odd duty. He would occupy the space between Perpetua's multiverse and the greater Omniverse, guarding it from threats, while ensuring that the light of creation didn't breach the ladder from his seat in the antimatter realm.
My eyes are rolling back.
So, okay.
My eyes are rolling back. What's going on?
She had 3 kids. Okay, so Mobius, Mar-Novu, and Alpheus.
I'm gonna say Morbius.
Morbius.
Let me say Mar-Novu real quick. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We know about Morbius.
Mar-Novu.
Okay, so this is the over monitor.
Simply the monitor, created by the hand Perpetua.
So what was it again? The remote monitor?
Remote? What? No.
Remember before?
Remote monitor. Oh, the probe.
The probe, yeah. Was that called the remote monitor or some shit?
No, it's just probe monitor.
Okay.
Turned into the monitor and the anti-monitor.
Okay. All right. So that was actually just retconned completely out of existence. They're like, the new 52 rules. Woo!
Yeah,
you know?
this now,
that's exactly what I'm talking about right there. This guy just described old lore, like Old Testament, New Testament.
Yeah.
You know?
In the Old Testament, Kronos accidentally created the monster and the anti-monitor. And then he was like, I wish he would have said, like, okay,
and then
so
something
now
happened later where it's like, just kidding. The probe came down from the over monitor, and it was like, just kidding. Big Brother sent his 2 other brothers down.
Yeah.
And
so I guess currently the common census is this lady made 3 kiddos who are these dudes, and one of them was the monitor. Okay. And I assume that. Hold on. Okay, so we got Morbius, who is the anti-monitor. Then you got Mar-Novu, who is the monitor. And then you have Alpheus, which is the 3rd, the World Forger. Okay, so that's
the World Forger. So he is what? Let's see.
He creates worlds in the universes.
Who's the over? What I thought.
Okay, look.
Okay, so Morbius. I thought Alpheus was fighting Morbius.
No. Forget what you know. We just reset. We got Mobius, who's the monitor. Then we got Mar-Novu. Sorry, let me back up. Morbius, who's the anti-monitor. He looks like that. Mar-Novu, monitor, looks like that. Alpheus, World Forger. Okay.
I'm interested in the World Forger. What's up?
So currently, this guy is the anti-monitor, Mobius.
So who's the monitor? Is Alpheus the monitor?
No, Mar-Novu is the monitor.
I thought he's the over monitor.
He is.
Other alias. Oh,
He is. We just reset everything we just learned. So now we got one guy who's the Overmonster and the Monitor. There's no probe. It's
Thank God we're here to explain the new 52 reset.
yeah.
Because
this-
otherwise, that video would have been like,
we would have
uh,
a million comments like, "Hold up now, hold
the
up."
question is, yeah. Like,
Okay.
let's go back to quirks and shit, dog. Let's get let's get simple.
Yeah. let's go with something easier.
Yeah, like something I can understand. Jesus Christ,
Okay.
something that's backed by science, not just like some guy's
Their
feelings.
interests were rendered and conquering them.
So
In Final Crisis, super
Okay.
entities were rendered inert for 9 billion years after they blasted each other with a
Okay,
blast
so
powerful
this
enough
happens,
to
okay.
break reality.
Primordial.
In
Boom.
Final
this is the moment where we now change subjects, and it's a new
Crisis,
backstory.
You're like
Superman
distracted
Beyond
by
number-
Superman. You're like, oh, yeah,
Yeah, I'm like,
you like
whoa.
completely stop listening to like the subterfuge.
2. It is
Yeah.
revealed that he had been created by a primordial multiversal entity
Okay.
known as the Overmonitor, occupying the void.
Wait, who
You,
had
can,
been
you can't
created?
put a handsome
Beyond number
Superman
2.
on screen
It is
and
revealed-
expect me to listen to you.
I know.
Are you
Like,
kidding?
what?
I'm like, look at that man's butt chin. I'm like,
He's got a Phillips head.
oh my
screw in
god. Yeah, exactly. I was like, dude, that dude has flat heads on the sides,
there.
flat heads on the
Revealed
sides,
that he
Phillips
had-
on the chin.
Been created
Nightmare.
by a primordial multiversal entity
You need like 10 different tools to build that Superman.
Yeah, I
Known
needed a
as the
fucking
over-
torques across the eyebrow, dude. I was like, you fucking son of a bitch. I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, so this Superman was
a
created by
primordial multiversal
this-
entity known as the Overmonitor,
Overmonitor.
occupying the void
who is the brother of
Who is the
between
monitor?
DC's
who is the son of this lady.
various universes. He took a particular interest in the multiverse that would go on to become the home of
He
the
did.
Justice League.
There's a
He
thing.
created a small
There's a thing called the firmament, and it's like some sort of like larger structure. It's like the Elden Beast of the DC universe, where it's like some Lovecraftian monster that like is like in charge of everything. Like only answers to God. It's some weird shit. Check it out. Let's go to the DC fucking database website up there. Type it in. You guys see a picture of it
Picture of what?
up there, the top, Mar Nouveau. Type it in.
Type what in?
Firmament. M-E-N-T. M-A-M-E-N-T.
It's not a lot of searches came up.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. Okay.
Uh, I might have led you astray. Sorry.
The first firmament. Marvel and DC? What the?
It's just a wiki site. Oh, wait.
You sure we're talking about the right thing?
Same thing. Sheesh.
Well,
smaller probe monitor to oversee its development. However, disaster
makes sense.
struck his efforts almost instantly. Unprepared to deal with the complexity of life and the passing of time, if by any chance posed deep tragedy to his primordial malevolence. It was revealed that our multiverse
All
was
right.
created by
We're back in it.
yeah.
Perpetua,
Perpetua.
Perpetua.
creation entity that originated in the 6th dimension. Perpetua was commissioned to create and oversee the formative years of DC's multiverse by the Judges of the Source. She went
Judges
on
of
to
the
give birth to
Source.
3
The fuck?
sons,
Judges
each of whom
of
would
the
hold
Source.
dominion over one aspect of the multiverse.
You gonna look that
Mar
up?
Novo
Judges of the Source.
You should reopen that last closed tab and fucking get that. Oh, DC fan base. There you
go.
The fuck? I guess multiverse.
Oh.
Oh, there it is. Judge.
Where do you see Judges of the Source?
Where's it at? Where's it at, yo? Is this guy making shit up? This guy giving us phony information?
Judges of the Source. 200 bunch of years as the highest beings of the multiverse gathered. Blah, blah, blah. The first edge of the multiverse. They built a multiverse tuning fork to contact Judges of the Source in order to let them know about Perpetua's evil intentions.
Promethean Galaxy.
I feel like that's something that has not had a lot of stuff. It's probably a brand new thing.
Oh, true.
Was tasked with observing all life in the
So
positive
true.
aspects
So
of the
true. Excuse me. I'm
universe,
sorry.
and became
That's
its
what's
monitor.
good about the old
Alpheus
stuff. We
was
can look at the lore and it's concrete, wink, wink, you know?
Yeah, but that's like something that was mentioned lately.
Yeah.
tasked
Okay.
with dwelling in the darkness and creating new planets and universes to fill up Marnovo's dominion. He'd come to be known as the World Forger. Her
That guy. Not this guy. This guy. Piccolo looking dude.
come to be known
Yeah.
as the World Forger.
I
Her
think
third
that guy
son,
showed up in like the Justice League or the Batman medal. Like at the end.
The Batman medal.
Yeah. There's like this whole thing about like some primordial metal that's like anti-magic properties, you know?
Oh,
And like they all like the Justice League all like make like suits of armor and fight like these like basically like dark multiverse creatures. Like it's crazy. It's like 300. Like it basically it goes crazy. And they like kill like some fucking dragon at the World Forge. Like it's like a Dungeons and Dragons adventure. It's
Dude.
insane.
that's cool.
was tasked with an odd duty. He would occupy the space between Perpetua's multiverse and the greater Omniverse, guarding it from threats, while ensuring that the light of creation didn't breach the ladder from his seat in the antimatter realm. This son was called Morbius, and after billions of years of existence, he would
Morbius?
come to be known as and after his seat in the antimatter realm. This son was called Morbius.
He said it.
He said Morbius.
He can't help it. It's morbid time. It's fucking
He said
morbid time.
Morbius. Wait, it's Mobius.
Well,
Didn't breach
is it he the one
ladder
with the
from
chair?
his seat
Mobius
in
chair?
the
Yeah.
antimatter realm. This son was called Morbius.
Does anybody
come on.
Morbius? Look, there's no R in his name. Funny.
And after billions of years of existence, he would come to be known as the Anti-Monitor. The three
So, okay, Mobius is
brothers
the
served their mother faithfully for eons, until Marnovu realized the folly of her ambitions.
Marnovu is the monitor.
Realizing that Perpetua should have left her jurisdictional duties to her sons in accordance with the laws of the Source, Marnovu
Here,
and
man.
his siblings contacted the judges and reported her transgressions.
The kids turn the mom in. Wow.
Trio
Yeah, so-
faced
What?
So this makes sense. Like, till recently, they just got done like telling the fucking story of like the Robins and shit. You know, they just like finally got done filling everybody in. So like now they can talk about the weird man in the chair. You know, and his backstory. Finally, you know,
Yes.
they have the freedom to get weird in the comic books and be like, Morbius, he is actually fucking the guy who seeded the earth, you know? He's basically the guy from Prometheus, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's where that's where this is basically going.
Okay.
Off against hordes of Perpetua's minions, till the cosmic raptor arrived and trapped her.
The Cosmic Raptor. Look at that thing. Wow. Cosmic Raptor.
Go back. You spit bars, dude. Just listen to the Cosmic Raptor arrived and then trapped her. I was like, what the fuck? The Cosmic Raptor arrived and then he trapped her.
Faced off against hordes of Perpetua's minions, till the cosmic raptor arrived and trapped her within the source wall.
Arrived, trapped her.
Cosmic Raptor.
Angry at
Arrived,
Marnova
trapped
for-
her. And yeah, I'm gonna come down to clap her. No. I'm not gonna do it. I won't do
stealing
it.
his job. Morbius swore undying.
Morbius. You can say it.
He fucking loves it. I love it too.
Man.
for
We're
effectively
doing it.
stealing his job. Morbius
Look.
swore
Morbius.
He's baiting the comments, bro. He's a fucking genius. This man is a genius.
Oh man, that is so fun.
Bait the comments, like, subscribe, comments.
Dude, yeah, he quadrupled the comments. Just from
You should
saying
leave.
that.
You should leave a comment too. Like, hey, it's Morbin time. Good.
Oh, I'm sure it's already been done. Let's see here.
Control F. Or, look, Control C. Whatever.
It's
Morbin.
Morbin.
Just look up Morbin.
It's more. Oh nope. Wow.
Just no. Just like Morbin time.
No, okay.
What?
That's
No way.
nobody put it. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh my god! You got to do it.
I don't think
Do it.
I
Are you not
can't-
signed in?
Nah. It's all good.
Sign into
Dying
the company
vengeance.
account.
Well, here is the video and source. Y'all are welcome to do it.
upon
It's
his
Morbin
brother
time.
before all three siblings were disintegrated, to be reborn billions of years later. Morbius
Hold
was
up, I missed
Well, shit. Say it out loud for the
Morbius.
people that are listening.
the Morbius thing. Oh, yeah, it's Marvelous Videos is the channel. It's Anti-Monitor Origins.
Hell yeah.
and trapped her within the source wall. Angry at Mars of Perpetua's
Yes.
minions.
Crap.
Till
Yes.
the cosmic raptor arrived and trapped her within the source wall.
Dude,
Oh,
sitting
God.
bars, dude.
So funny.
Effectively stealing his
In
job.
the source wall.
Morbius swore undying vengeance upon his brother before all three siblings were disintegrated, to be reborn billions of years later.
Okay, so they turned their mom in. The mom was like, oh, hell no. Sent the minions after them, and then they were all three disintegrated.
Morbius was
Morbius.
a naturally curious
Robbed
individual
and
whose
trapped
interests
her.
aligned with those of Corona. In an attempt to understand the origins of his antimatter universe, he created a device that could traverse anywhere within the space-time continuum, and granted its occupant nigh
It's a bait. We're
omniscient
baiting
knowledge.
the algorithm.
Have you guessed what it is yet? Here's your hint. It's in his name. Yes, the Anti-Monitor is the person responsible for creating the
Morbius,
chair.
the living vampire.
Morbius chair.
the Morbius.
The Morbius chair.
Monitor is the
I think at
person
this point he
responsible
would
for
have
creating-
figured it out.
Oh.
He was like, the well-known Morbius chair. Oh,
the Morbius chair.
Oh, God.
And its position as Metron's seat of power. Using his reality warping chair,
Wait. So, hold up.
this is the
Morbius chair.
Morbius we know and
And
love.
its position
Now, is this Mobius?
That is the Mobius we all know and love. You know,
as
and that's why
Metron's
we're like the Monitor. Oh my god, he must have gotten a facelift or one of those universe swaps or something.
Yeah.
Seat of power. Using his reality warping chair, Morbius did exactly what Corona had done. He peered behind the veil of creation. But where Corona saw hands,
Look, Dr. Manhattan's hand.
So Corona, they also revamped Corona in his thing.
Yeah,
it's
that's why they're
actually
like, it's blue.
here.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's exactly what I'm saying. They're like, it's blue, it's fucking blue. We did it, it's blue.
Okay.
You can stop begging us.
So it's
But
actually
his hand is blue too. Look, they're blue.
Oh, right. Huh.
You know, so the first creations by Dr. Manhattan are blue.
Wow.
Corona
They're
saw
blue just
hands.
like us. We're gods.
So
We're gods too.
even in the revamp, Corona doesn't know whose hand that is. Okay.
Morbius
Yeah, of course.
saw the very essence.
Oh, that's
of
him
his
finding out for the
universe's
first time.
Okay.
But where Corona saw hands, Morbius saw the very essence of his universe's existence, the anti-life equation. Being exposed to its cosmic energy was too much for him, and Morbius was transformed into the villainous Anti-Monitor.
So the anti-life equation, okay, turned Morbius into anti-monitor. Okay.
The Anti-Monitor's various story arcs. While
So-
his backstory
Mobius chair man and anti-monitor were not the same person.
They are the same person.
Oh, they were just looking at each other face to face.
No, look.
warping chair, Morbius did exactly what Corona had done.
Okay.
He peered
Corona looked into the creation of the universe. Okay. So, simultaneously or in a total different universe, Mobius used the Mobius chair to look at the creation of the universe. Corona saw Dr. Manhattan's hand. Mobius saw the anti-life equation. And the anti-life equation corrupted Mobius and turned him into the anti-monitor.
behind the veil of creation. But where Corona saw hands, Morbius saw the very essence of his universe's existence, the anti-life equation. Being exposed to its cosmic energy was too much for him.
I think this is like
Flashback.
no, what's it called? Like visual storytelling. Like this is not actually a dude walking. This is the anti-life equation.
Okay.
And I think in the context of this comic it would make sense. And since he saw the anti-life equation, essentially he becomes the anti-life equation, which is the anti-monitor incarnate.
Well, that's his whole thing. He's Captain Know-It-All. So once he sees it, he can't unsee it. Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's annoying.
That's the thing with the chair. He's like, the chair knows all, remembers all. That's why when Batman sits in the chair, he's like near like godhood. He's like, the first thing, he's like, who are the fucking jokers? know?
The first thing he looks at.
First fucking thing. He's like, yeah, Joker, who is it? He's like, which one? And he's like, whoa. Like, obviously, there was a Jared Leto Joker for a minute. Okay, let's.
Which one? Oh, man.
Yeah, and he's
And
like,
Morbius was transformed into the villainous Anti-Monitor. The Anti-Monitor's various story arcs. While his backstory is
Here we
as
go.
consistent as a ball of yarn, let's get one thing straight. The Anti-Monitor is one of the greatest threats to ever emerge in DC's history.
Okay, so before we move on, is there any questions about the backstory? Essentially, everything from like the sexy Superman and back is disregarded. Sexy Superman to now is canon.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully,
So-
yeah. Hopefully.
Unless I missed a fucking with another fucking really sexy fucking picture. I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna, and Perpetua, the universe changed.
Perpetua actually had a fourth kid.
Yeah, called.
Oh, man.
called Crisis on Infinite Universes.
The Mega Monitor.
Sheesh.
Literally reshaping its entire continuity within his first 10 issues. He first appeared as the primary antagonist of the Crisis on Infinite Earths event, after a scientist called Pariah managed to replicate Corona's experiment safely using an antimatter box. He inadvertently woke the Anti-Monitor from his eons-long slumber.
Okay, well now I'm confused because they're back in the 1920s comics.
Yeah,
But
he's
now-
just going over the story arcs that this man has been in. He's like cameos. He's going through the Wikipedia like we were.
Oh, okay.
Anti-Monitor promptly resumed his grudge against his brother and tried to wipe out the entire multiverse and reshape it into his own liking. He unleashed a wave of destruction upon the infinite multiverses of DC continuity with his shadows. The Anti-Monitor's first attempt at assimilating the multiverse was thwarted by his brother, whose timely intervention led to his defeat, at the cost of Supergirl's life.
Okay, so the Anti-Monitor wakes up, and he immediately just starts wreaking havoc.
Typical DC monster.
Enraged by the humiliation, the Anti-Monitor drained the antimatter energy of 1,000,000 planets and traveled back in time to the dawn of the universe. Here, he unleashed a wave of antimatter energy that outright destroyed whole universes, leaving only two intact in DC continuity: the Earth 1 reality and the antimatter universe. Thankfully, he was stopped by Superboy Prime, Earth 2
Superboy Prime,
Superman, and
Earth 2 Superman,
Alexander Luthor of Earth 3.
and like Alexander Luthor of Earth 3.
These are all big shots, dude. Like Superman Prime, it's supposed to be like one of the strongest villains.
He said Superboy Prime.
Earth 1 reality and the antimatter.
The boy
universe.
grows up.
Thankfully, he was stopped by Superboy Prime, Earth 2 Superman, and Alexander Luthor of Earth 3, whose combined efforts managed to actually kill the cosmic being. He reappeared in the New 50.
Oh god.
I told you, I was like, he's a villain.
So, okay, he was killed off. Okay.
Sinestro Corps' Guardian of Fear. Fueling Thal's twisted combined efforts managed to actually kill the cosmic being. He reappeared in the New 52 as the Sinestro Corps' Guardian of Fear, fueling Thal's twisted ideology concerning sentient life's most primal emotion. His body was
Superboy Prime
rebuilt
is a
by the
bad
man-
guy. Or Superman Prime?
Superboy Prime?
Yeah. Turns out to be a bad guy.
Really?
It's kind of a psycho.
Superboy Prime. Superboy Prime. Clark Kent. What? Also known as Superboy Prime or simply Prime, is a supervillain and alternate version of Superman. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried to say Superman Prime, but you're like, it says Superboy Prime. So yeah. He turns out to be a fucking psychopath. He's not as bad as, or he's not as like noble, or like he had the best father figure. It's basically a spoiled kid, has fucking everything. The best father figure still turns out to like want to fucking kill animals. Like I don't know. I forget exactly how the fuck he turned evil, but yeah, he ends up being as bad as possible.
Wow. Okay. Very interesting. So, Superboy Prime was good, and he fought with Superman from World 2 to defeat the Anti-Monitor, but then he grows up and becomes evil.
Yeah, Rebellion.
Sinestro Corpse.
I read all of those comic books. The Sinestro Corps Wars.
Wow.
Or like I bought them.
That's pretty cool. Okay.
hunters. And in addition, he recruited Superman Prime, the cyborg Superman, and Parallax, who was using Kyle Rayner as its host, along with Sinestro as his herald. The Anti-Monitor was the mastermind behind the Sinestro Corps War. That saw the Legionnaires of Fear do everything in their power to destroy the Green Lantern Corps once and for all. During this war, the Anti-Monitor was killed by Source Wall shattering Superman Prime, and was resurrected as the core of the Black Lantern Central Power Battery by Necron. Anti-Monitor was the mastermind behind the Sinestro Corps War. That saw the Legionnaires of Fear do everything in their power to destroy the Green Lantern Corps once and for all. During this war, the Anti-Monitor was killed by Source Wall shattering Superman Prime, and was resurrected as the core of the Black Lantern.
Okay, so Superman Prime killed Anti-Monitor. Okay.
Redemption arc, dude, like fucking wrestler fucking logic right here. He turned babyface again, baby.
Okay.
He's babyface again.
Power Battery by
He's on
Necron
top. The
during
crowd
the
loves him.
Blackest Night event.
Hear that pop off? The crowd's popping off. He's
He is the
babyface.
cause of the
He's
crime
unstoppable.
syndicate
Superboy, Prime, man, whatever the fuck he goes by now. Woo!
invasion of Earth
I like that
Prime
intro
during
song.
the event shattering Superman Prime, and was resurrected as the core of the Black Lantern Central Power Battery by Necron during the Blackest Night event. He is the cause of the crime syndicate's invasion of Earth Prime during the events of Forever Evil. Initially, the CSA claimed their planet had been destroyed because of a global uprising against supervillains. It was later revealed that the Anti-Monitor had destroyed their entire universe, forcing them to invade DC's Prime universe in a bid to survive. Despite being a central character in DC's most pivotal moments, the Anti-Monitor's greatest achievement has to be killing Darkseid.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So the Anti-Monitor has been reborn a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
During the Darkseid War storyline, the Mad King of
Now that's the Anti-Monitor now. Right?
Apocalypse faced his
Is
greatest
that the
moral
Monitor?
dilemma till date.
It's either
When
the
he
Monitor or the Anti-Monitor.
Realized that his coveted prize was cocooned within his worst
What the? Look at that.
That's Batman on the chair, dog. Batman with the Morbius chair.
Wow, that's cool.
adversary's nightmare. In the end, even the mighty Darkseid was no match for the Anti-Monitor.
See, this is Darkseid metal or Dark Knight's metal.
Dark Knight's Metal.
Yeah, this is all these like evil universe, like Flash and stuff. Like, there's like a bunch of spin-off series where it's like, what if Batman killed Aquaman and stole the trident and was like Batman? Or what if Batman took killed Wonder Woman and stole her armor, or like got the armor of Ares and like killed her and became evil? You know, like all these like worst case scenarios for Batman. Like,
Wow.
Batman notoriously has like these like kill switches for the Justice League. It's like a point of contention.
Yeah. You tell
So
me about that.
so like they explored that with like these like multiverses where he kind of like got pissed off and like went through with it, you know?
Huh.
And then this like Joker Batman, who's like basically is like prep time infinity, you know, he like basically had like the ultra soul of the Joker of the Dark Universe or some shit. And he like basically like lived forever or some shit. So he was able to like travel through fucking universes and like picked up like a Justice League version of Batman to fight. It's like this cool ass showdown that apparently has Darkseid. And yeah,
Dude, that's
It's
pretty
like-
cool.
it's pretty crazy.
defeated
So
the
that's
new
what's
god
going
of
on here.
Okay.
Apocalypse with uncanny ease. After which, he separated himself from the anti-life equation and returned to his original form as Morbius.
Wow. So this is what he looks like.
The living vampire.
Yeah.
Albeit still possessing several of his powers as the former Anti-Monitor. The last time we meet the Anti-Monitor during Scott Snyder's...
Wow.
The Apocalypse's like big thing is like the anti-life equation. So I guess Apocalypse had to fight the Anti-Monitor, and that became like his driving force, you know? So like this was kind of like an inevitable. What did I say? Apocalypse?
Apocalypse is from X-Men, right? Yeah. And then
Apocalypse is the planet.
oh, that Darkseid's from. Okay.
Yeah, whoopsie.
Yeah, there. Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry. Oh. I'm just kidding.
So, okay. So whenever the Anti-Monitor got the Dark Life equation thing,
Anti-life, yeah.
Darkseid was like, hey, that's my thing. Give it back. Okay.
100%. That's like Darkseid's like main driving force 100% of the time, every time, forever. It's like, must anti-life, must in-self. He's suicidal.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's like your life, though.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm going, I'm taking you with me.
Anti-life is for thee, not for me.
Death metal run, he had somehow reverted to return to his original form as Morbius.
Dark Knight's metal,
possessing several of his powers as the former Anti-Monitor. The last time we meet the Anti-Monitor during Scott Snyder's death metal run, he had somehow reverted to infancy and was being taken care of by the very god he had once struck down.
I think you must have misspoken or something.
So he turned back into a baby and Darkseid raised him?
Darkseid turned into a baby.
Oh, Darkseid turns into a baby.
Infancy and was being taken care of by the very god he had once struck down. Darkseid. Still, whether he's...
Unbelievable. There was open a new tab. Baby Darkseid. Child Darkseid. Baby Darkseid. As a teenage boy. There it is. Yes. Batman with baby Darkseid's statue. Yes, really.
I'm here to use him now. Stay back.
He's got the eyeballs.
This is crazy. What the? This is insane. Is this real?
Yeah, 100%. Because of like a Dark Knight's metal thing. Batman.
What?
Batman fucking got Darkseid shrink down.
What? This is so crazy. He's an actual baby. What?
Yeah, they keep doing this. So like baby Thanos, like they fucking baby Yoda everything.
Wow. Yeah.
They get we got a baby Yoda everything.
This is crazy.
All right, so baby Anti-Monitor, let's see. Baby Anti-Monitor. Or Monitor? Mobius?
I don't think that's a thing.
Baby Monitor. Well, I guess this guy was fucking misspoke again. Baby Monitor. Of course. DC direct current.
Baby. One of the most powerful baby monitors.
The new god of apocalypse.
Wait to electrocute you in a tub.
After
this like the fry me 128 volts.
Okay, so
and returned to his original form as Morbius, albeit still possessing several of his powers as the former Anti-Monitor. The last time we meet the Anti-Monitor during Scott Snyder's death metal run, he had somehow reverted
This video
to
is better than I
infancy and was
thought. I
being
love it.
taken care of by the very god he had
Morbius.
once struck down, Darkseid.
So this video is completely wrong.
Yeah,
He
like,
said
show
that
me the
he's-
monitor baby.
He turns into a baby that's then raised by Darkseid, but no, it was Darkseid that got turned into a baby.
Still, whether he's in his life shell or a diaper, there is no denying the sheer power of the Anti-Monitor.
Okay, what?
He got him. DRT monitor baby.
This is nuts. Is anybody?
we gotta get this guy signed.
Okay, I'll make an account now. Okay, wait. Anti-Monitor baby DC Comics.
A teenager.
Make sure that he doesn't turn into a baby. No, it's definitely this is Darkseid for sure. As a
Darkseid raises anti-monitor.
unless this is no foods for Darkseid.
Maybe.
No, Darkseid. No, this video is just wrong.
Okay, well, look up. Whatever. Forget it.
What makes the Anti-Monitor so dangerous? To be honest, we'd be better off trying to list what doesn't. The Anti-Monitor is one of the most powerful beings in DC history. He is a cosmic being made of pure antimatter energy and can manipulate that energy however he deems fit. Though he does have to wear his nearly indestructible life shell to seem even vaguely humanoid. If you can somehow manage to get through his armor, which you won't, you still have to contend with all the other things that he can do to you. The Anti-Monitor is a primordial being who is omniscient. He can see across universes in an instant and determine outcomes faster than the speed of light. He can travel between universes without needing a vibrational frequencies or a tuning fork, even though he himself was turned into one by
Oh, a tuning fork. So, like, how
Yeah.
these exist in the same fourth dimensional plane is they're vibrating at different frequencies.
Yeah,
So they're
that's how fucking the Flash can get from different universes.
so if you have a tuning fork, you can change your own frequency. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Alex Luthor, saying that the Anti-Monitor is physically stronger than any superhero in existence would be an understatement. The guy was able to swat aside a Mr. Mix-Yes Spitlick enhanced Spectre
Got him.
like he was an annoying gnat. And Spectre is literally the spirit of vengeance. The Anti-Monitor has full control over his physiology, being able to grow from a peanut-sized gremlin to a cosmic megazord at the drop of a hat. He can absorb various life forms in the blink of an eye, create lethal energy constructs out of thin air, and can greatly augment his own strength by accumulating that of others. Being linked to the very essence of the multiverse, Morbius can never truly be killed.
Morbius.
He will
Love it.
simply keep resurrecting over and over again as long as the antimatter universe exists. At the same time, his mastery over the antimatter energy is such that it surpasses even the Omega Sanction. Darkseid's I-beams might never miss, but Anti-Monitor's energy projection is so advanced that he can alter the fabric of reality with it. Yes, the Anti-Monitor's I-beams just don't turn you into space dust, they can also turn you into a giant turd monster for shits and giggles. With a single concentrated
What?
wave of antimatter energy, the Anti-Monitor changed DC's landscape, slaughtering
turn
trillions in the wake of
Darkseid
his
into a
temper
shit
tantrum.
monster.
And you know, if that's what he does when he throws a tantrum, we do not want to test him on a particularly rough day. Sometimes it is better to not
He's a
have
big
all the
bad.
answers, and in this case, it just might keep you sane.
I can't move.
Deadly versions of the Anti-Monitor in various forms of media. The Anti-Monitor is one of the core villains of DC's pantheon of super individuals and has two memorable TV adaptations. The first one is courtesy of the Green Lantern, the animated series, where he appears as an overarching antagonist of the second half of the series. In this version, the Anti-Monitor isn't a primordial being whose existence was linked to Krona's experiment. After he realized the terrifying potential of the monster
What?
he created, Krona banished the Anti-Monitor to another universe where he consumed almost everything. He
Okay, but Kronos was just a dude.
So he's
Like,
not linked anymore. Is
accidentally-
he? Is the Perpetua thing even a thing in this timeline? Is this old shit or is this new shit?
No, I think this is new stuff that's been just remade using random stuff.
struck a deal with a sole survivor and was able to breach the main universe, where he proceeded to clash with the Green and Red Lantern Corps multiple times. This version of the Anti-Monitor was decapitated by Hal Jordan's AI companion, Aya. The more
This
tantalizing
version,
depiction of the Anti-Monitor comes from the Arrowverse, where he is depicted as the universal threat he truly was in the comics. In this version, Mar Novu, aka the Monitor,
Mar Novu, look at the hair.
is the
Yeah, I
scientist
love
who
it.
is attempting to uncover the origins of the universe, not Krona. He had hoped to find the secret of all creation. Instead, he discovered the antimatter universe and his evil counterpart, Mobius. Beyond
So that's Mobius in the TV show.
He said it right.
Wow, yeah. He did.
this, much of the rest of the Crisis on Infinite
He's like, I ain't
Earths
going back.
storyline,
He's
followed
like, I am not
by
fixing all that.
CW is consistent
Dude.
with the comics. This version of the
0% chance.
Anti-Monitor looks very different from his comic book descriptions, as is played by semi-professional slam ball player and Sons of Anarchy Deputy Sheriff Kane, LaMonica Garrett. In conclusion, we feel we've said it enough, but we'll reiterate it one last time to drive our point home. Without the Anti-Monitor, DC's current landscape might have been populated with far more superheroes than it already has, and that is a terrifying prospect on so many levels. Ruthless,
Yeah, real.
avarice-riddled, and utterly without contempt. The Anti-Monitor is one of the strongest and craziest characters to ever face off against the Justice League and the Guardians of the Universe. He's got an entire dimension's worth of power over Mr. Mix-Yes Pitalik. And that dastardly
What?
imp toys with creation in his free time.
Yeah.
You put the dots together. Because frankly,
It's
we're too
missile
scared to do the math on that one. And
Mick.
if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us.
Give
if
that
you
man
haven't
a like. I
All
guess
right.
never mind.
Bam. So, okay. This was Marvelous Videos, Anti-Monitor Origin. That was the video. Now, what was the name of Mr. Pit? Lick? Spit? Something?
Lick. Skittlick.
Mr. Spitlick. He's a leprechaun. Okay.
He's got magic or multiverse powers. Pronounced. Real name unpronounceable.
Powers and abilities, teleportation, magic. Okay. Gesturify, metamorphosis, mortality.
He like turns Superman to like a rabbit and shit. He's a real asshole.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
like Q from Star Trek.
Well, that was super interesting. Do you have anything else to say about Anti-Monitor Origins?
Good video. Good video. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, interesting.
Um, learned a few things about the Anti-Monitor. Forgot and remembered about the universe reset. You know, the non-canon and canon lore. We got a little bit of both, I think.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, you can follow us on all social medias and um all that stuff. I'm Garrett.